You are entering the brain wealth zone, a dimension of mind and imagination where everyone is a trillionaire. Submitted for your consideration, if not your approval, is the astonishing case of one Rodney Hankering, a 64-year-old man who discovers that he has just inherited massive wealth. And it's time to collect. I'm here to claim my inheritance. Who are you?
Greetings, Rodney. I'm Phyllis Strupp. Congratulations, you are a trillionaire.
Yeah, so I heard. So where do I sign to get my hands on the dough?
Rodney, you have inherited something far more valuable than paper money.
What's more valuable than that?
Brain wealth.
Are you kidding? Cash is cash and everything else is future promises. Say, is this some kind of scam about fake wealth?
Not at all, Rodney, but don't take my word for it. You decide for yourself. So, if you were to lose all your money, you could always get more, right?
Yeah, I could, but it would be incredibly difficult.
But you could get more.
Yeah, I could get more. I could beg, borrow, or steal. Thanks a lot.
Right. Now let's say Dr. Frankenstein was looking for a brain for his next experiment. Would you be willing to sell your brain to Dr. Frankenstein for $100 million?
Maybe You're trying to trick me. If my brain is gone, then so am I. That's a raw deal, so to speak.
Right. So your brain wealth is your real wealth. And when it comes to brain wealth, you are a trillionaire.
Yeah, how do you figure that?
Your brain has 86 billion nerve cells and some 500 trillion connections between the cells. The connections are where the action is. They are your brain wealth.
Okay, great. So I'm a trillionaire. But so what? What good does it do me?
Your brain wealth can pay off for you in many ways. For starters, it can squash anxiety like a bug.
Oh, I could really use that. This pandemic has turned me into a bundle of nerves. I lie in bed at night, I can't go to sleep, and I'm exhausted when I get out of bed in the morning. I feel like I've aged 10 years in 2 months.
Let's put your trillions to work right now by learning a new trick. How to control your nerves with deep breathing.
Come on, I know how to breathe.
Breathing is one thing, relaxing is another. The Navy SEALs have developed a technique called square breathing to calm their nerves in stressful situations.
Yeah, I mean the people that bust down doors and...
Exactly, and if it can work for them, it can work for you. Let's give it a try. First, take the first 2 fingers of your right hand. Second, trace a square around your core while you breathe deeply in and out, starting here. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4.
Ha! I do feel more relaxed now.
Good. Now that our minds are calm, let's talk about how you're going to manage your trillions.
I have no clue. Do you?
Sure, I've been managing my own trillions of brain wealth for 16 years now.
Why, what good has it done you?
My brain is working better than ever. Things just stick up there. Positive thinking is easier to come by. Best of all, my brain is getting better with age.
Oh, now how can that be? I see your gray hair. You're getting older, just like me. And my brain is working worse than it ever has.
The secret to success with brain wealth is to keep it growing. You want to keep your brain wealth growing the way you want to keep your money growing.
Well, how do we do that? How do I grow my brain wealth?
You grow your brain wealth, connections, by learning new skills and taking on new challenges that really matter to you. Soon you will notice that you're a little richer every day.
This seems like a lot of work. I'm looking for Easy Street.
Rodney, here's the bottom line with brain wealth. Grow it or lose it. It's your choice. Just remember, once you lose it, it's gone and you can't get more.
No, I can't do that. My wife will... Ugh. Okay, so what do I have to do to grow it so I don't lose it?
You need a plan.
Oh, you mean like a personal brain wealth plan? Like I have a personal financial plan?
Exactly.
Phyllis, now you're talking my language. Okay, what do I need to do?
The key to managing your brain wealth is to balance your brain activity. You want to work all 4 brain assets. You don't want to get stuck working just one brain asset.
Oh, so it's like the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Right. Don't put all your activity in one brain area. In finance, they call it asset allocation. Now, do you know what your 4 brain assets are and what they do for you?
No, I missed the memo on that one.
Okay, so let's start by getting better acquainted with our 4 brain assets and how to work each one.
I'm spending a lot more time at home these days. Can I do this at home?
Sure, you can work your brain assets anywhere, anytime. Let me introduce you to Athena. She's a life-size model of your 3-pound brain, and she is all prettied up to show us where our brain assets are.
Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe something that size has trillions of anything.
That's why our brain is considered the most complex structure in the universe. Let's take a closer look. The first brain asset is this yellow area located at the top and back of the head.
Here.
Right. It's called the parietal lobe, and it's physically oriented and gives us 3 of our 6 senses: taste, touch, and proprioception, or balance. The parietal lobe is fearless. It loves adventures and hates to sit still. And it is self-reliant and not that sociable, so it is a perfect brain asset to work when you are staying close to home. I work this asset with hiking, walking, gym workouts, Zumba, Pilates, and home maintenance activities. Other ways to engage the parietal lobe include drawing, sculpture, sewing, knitting, crocheting, camping, boating, or riding a horse or motorcycle. Hands-on activity and moving, that's what the parietal lobe likes. Next, we have this green area called the occipital lobe, located at the bottom and back of the brain, right next door to the parietal lobe. This brain asset is image-oriented and gives us our sense of sight or vision. The occipital lobe loves to win and it hates to lose. And it loves to sit still and gaze at the world through screens. Television, computer, smartphone, tablet, you name it. So you have to be very careful with this brain asset when you are cooped up, because it will fixate on bad news if you let it. When I was following coronavirus updates for hours every day, I became so distracted and anxious. No wonder, since a steady diet of scary news overwhelms the occipital lobe. So I stopped following the news so much to reduce activity in my occipital lobe and make other brain assets work more. Guess what? I became less reactive and more proactive. A good way to help your occipital lobe recover from bad news is to blow off steam with games of chance, such as backgammon, bingo, board games, or cards. The occipital lobe loves getting lucky. Other ways to engage this green asset are with art, photography, a coloring book, jigsaw puzzle, or a movie. But try to avoid too much screen time, especially watching negative news or violent shows at night. You'll sleep better.
Oh, good to know.
Our third brain asset is this pink area called the temporal lobe, located on the sides of the head around the ears. The temporal lobe is socially oriented and gives us our senses of smell and hearing. The temporal lobe loves people and hates social isolation. I have been working this pink area extra hard to keep it happy by cooking romantic dinners for my husband Peter, talking on the phone more with friends and family, writing daily in a gratitude journal, reading spiritual literature, singing, and listening to music. Other ways to engage this brain asset include playing a musical instrument, listening to books on tape, looking through old family albums, sending cards and letters to friends and family, and volunteering to help others. Last but not least is this huge blue area called the frontal lobe, which is easy to locate because it is out in front. The frontal lobe accounts for 1/3 of your brain, and it is the brain asset you really need right now. It loves coping with challenges and hates worrying. That's what these unpredictable times require us to do. Use our frontal lobe to adapt and roll with the punches. The frontal lobe does not live in the present moment like the other 3 brain assets. The frontal lobe is always out in front, looking into the future, scouting for opportunities, making a plan to achieve goals, anticipating problems, making adjustments, and delivering the behavior to get us where we want to go. I am working my frontal lobe by writing my next book, doing yoga, playing chess, and delivering my teaching in new ways, such as this video. Bridge, golf, Tai Chi, and financial planning are also good exercise for the frontal lobe since they require you to look before you leap. Making a plan and initiating any new healthy behavior works the frontal lobe.
Wow, I had no idea my brain could do all these things. I better get busy building my brain wealth.
Do you know which brain asset you work the least right now?
All 4 of them.
I know how you feel. I felt the same way when I was starting out 16 years ago, but you have to begin by making a plan to work just one brain asset. You can revise the plan to work a different asset later on. So which brain asset do you choose to work right now?
Okay, well, I clearly overwork my occipital lobe staring at screens all day, so not that one. I would like to think more clearly and be more proactive, so which one? Oh, yeah, the frontal lobe is out in front, so that one.
What activity will you begin to build brain wealth in your frontal lobe?
Chess. I've always wanted to learn how to play chess, and we have a really cool chessboard, and my wife has been bugging me to play.
When will you begin?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? How about yesterday?
Okay, we'll split the difference. I'll start today.
So, how often will you play?
What's the fastest way to get rich quick with brain wealth?
Play 1 to 2 hours every day. At night, your brain will get busy building those new connections, and soon you will notice that you learn and earn a little more every day.
How long before I learn how to win?
You and your wife will both be winners by growing your brain wealth, no matter who wins the game.
I forget. The rules are different with brain wealth.
So, you're going to play chess to build brain wealth in your frontal lobe. You're going to play 1 to 2 hours a day at home with your wife, and you're going to start today. Good job, Rodney. That sounds like a plan.
Uh-oh. Does that mean that I'm going to die now that I'm a trillionaire?
No, but it means our time is up here in the brain wealth zone.
But how am I going to manage all these trillions?
Just remember the 3 rules of growing your brain wealth. First, take a deep breath and relax. Second, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Work all 4 brain assets. And third, have a plan to stay out in front.
Okay, Phyllis, I got this. Breathe, balance, bounce. But Phyllis, what if I have questions about my brain wealth?
You can learn more about growing your brain wealth from my book, Better with Age, The Ultimate Guide to Brain Training, available on Amazon.
Wait till I get home and tell my wife that we are trillionaires. And I'm not talking about fake wealth.
Goodbye, Rodney. Have fun growing your brain wealth.
When it comes to brain wealth, everyone is a trillionaire. Remember to claim your inheritance today in the Brain Wealth Zone.
Checkmate, darling.
Well, honey, we're both winners in growing our brain wealth. Let's play again.